Have you ever fantasized about embarking on an epic fantasy journey? If so, then check out our selections of the top 10 fantasy adventure films, which integrate magic, mythical creatures, and outstanding quests that take you to enchanted lands beyond your wildest imagination. We're not going to talk about certain masterpieces or popular films you've watched, so prepare to be lost in a universe of magic and incredible adventures that will leave you desiring more. Now let's start the video. Number 10. Monster Hunter. It is an action-packed adventure film based on the popular video game franchise. The film centers on a troop of soldiers under the command of Lieutenant Artemis, who are suddenly sucked into a hostile landscape populated by giant creatures and must engage in a desperate fight to survive against gigantic beasts that possess remarkable abilities and powerful terrible attacks. The plot unfolds as they try to find their way back to Earth with the assistance of the enigmatic hunter. While the film features stunning special effects and exciting action scenes, the story is quite simple and powerless, with few to no twists, which kind of prevents viewers from truly immersing themselves in its odd chaotic universe. While you will enjoy how the game's monsters and action were portrayed, some people will get disappointed due to its poor character development. However, if you appreciate action movies, are an admirer of monster creature flicks, and want to dive into a whole new universe controlled by deadly wildlife, you could enjoy this one. Number 9. Nightbooks. It is a 2021 fantasy horror film directed by David Yarovesky. The film centers on a teenage boy named Alex, who is held captive by a witch in her enchanted home. Every night, Alex must tell the witch a terrifying tale in order to remain alive. The plot is well told, the visuals are compelling, and the performances, especially from the young cast, are excellent. The film successfully combines aspects of fantasy and horror, producing a gloomy and dramatic mood that draws the audience in. The film's examination of subjects like the value of addressing one's anxieties and the influence of narrative shines out among its best elements. Although the plot may occasionally seem predictable to some, the cast's performances and the overall direction of the film elevate the story. The story manages to provide a satisfying viewing experience for lovers of the genre, while maintaining a good balance between being scary and fun, making it appropriate for both young and mature audiences. Number 8. Afterlife of the Party. It is a 2021 fantasy comedy drama film directed by Stephen Herek. The film follows the story of a young woman, Cassie, who passes away unexpectedly on her birthday and is given the opportunity to make apologies to her loved ones from the other side of death. The story's humor and positive vibes, as well as its examination of numerous subjects including friendship, forgiving others, and self-discovery, will be fascinating to you. Victoria Justice is this movie's greatest strength. Her magnetic personality and comedic timing give it extra charm. The supporting cast also gives strong performances, which raises the quality of the film as a whole. The humor, though, is hit or miss. The film uses well-known routine phrases and sticks to a standard narrative format, which might not be appealing to those looking for an extraordinary story. Overall, it's a good fantasy comedy drama with some enjoyable moments and a positive message about self-discovery and repentance, making it a fine choice for anyone seeking a feel-good film with a magical touch. Number 7. I Kill Giants. It is a fantasy drama film directed by Anders Walter. First of all, you're in for a letdown if you only want to see this movie because of its aggressive title. The movie is not what its name suggests. The main character of the story is a young girl named Barbara Thorson, who dives into a fantastical realm in order to deal with the difficulties in her everyday existence. To deal with what? Well, revealing that will be a spoiler, so for the time being, simply assume she is coping with a significant personal loss. Like many others, including myself, I was anticipating lots of action or battles, but the plot instead explores themes of loss, imagination, and the strength of faith. There is little action, but that won't satisfy you, especially if you're looking for an action-packed thrilling adventure. However, there are many flawlessly designed moments that expertly mix alternate realities, and the outstanding special effects further highlight the story's magical aspects. While the film's magical aspects might not be fascinating to everyone, the profound emotion of the plot and the way it tackles its themes make it a captivating watch. Number 6. Mortal Kombat. It is an action-packed adaptation of the popular video game franchise of the same name. It centers on Cole Young, a new character who learns his hidden capabilities and joins a team of warriors known as Earth's champions, who are charged with defending the planet against outworld fighters in a crucial battle for the universe. The film delivers the nasty and horrific action sequences that fans of the gaming franchise desire, but falls short of providing a gripping plot. The pacing could have been better, and the character development was weak. Fans of the game, along with those who have not known or played the game, will enjoy the movie for its intense action sequences and will find its deadly world entertaining. Number 5. Mirror Mask. It is a fantasy adventure film directed by Dave McKean. Although a little old-fashioned, this is still a wonderful choice for fantasy fans. In the film, a young girl named Helena finds herself in a surreal realm known as the Dark Lands and sets off on a mission to find the Mirror Mask, an ancient object that has the capacity to bring harmony to the kingdoms and save her mother. With its unique combination of live action and stop-motion animation, the movie is aesthetically astonishing and creates a great magical universe. The film digs into Helena's inner difficulties as she travels through the Dark Lands, confronting odd creatures. Although the story is a little confusing and the pacing could feel slow at times, the movie is nonetheless breathtakingly beautiful and thought-provoking. It appealed to people who enjoy non-traditional storytelling and the fusion of real and imaginary worlds. Although its unusual plot and less rapid shifting may not appeal to everyone, it delivers something different for those looking for a fresh fantasy adventure. Number 4. The Green Knight. It is an epic medieval fantasy film directed by David Lowery. Expectations, certainly, are what affected this film. But once more, it boils down to two options. If you want regular entertainment, skip this one. If, however, you want to see something different, something imperfect but intriguing, then put this one on your watch list. The narrative follows Sir Gawain as he sets out on a dangerous mission to face the mysterious Green Knight, who unexpectedly shows up in Camelot. Following this, Gawain sets out on an adventure where he encounters spirits, giants, and burglars, broadening his quest and defining his character. The film is beautifully shot, immersing the audience in an unbelievable mystical world. The complex production design and costumes enhance the viewing experience by adding to the lavish and genuine medieval ambience. The film's examination of concepts like honor, fate, and the definition of heroism is one of its strong points. However, some viewers could be left wanting more explanation because of the confusing conclusion. Overall, it is a film with an unusual perspective on the Arthurian legend, backed up by outstanding performances and stunning visuals. Number 3. Jungle Cruise. It is a fantasy adventure film directed by John Colet-Serra. The film is set at the beginning of the 20th century and follows the story of Frank Wolf, a riverboat captain, and Lily Houghton, a professor, as they go on a daring trip throughout the forests of the Amazon in pursuit of a mystical tree with powers of healing. Obviously, they are not the only ones who seek that tree. There are other people as well who interfere with Frank and Lily's quest along the way. Most fantasy films are visually magnificent, and this one was no exception. It also contained fantastic fight sequences, which added to the adventure and excitement. Think of the main narrative of this movie like a poem that you have heard many times before, yet won't get tired of hearing. The story uses few twists in the plot that we've seen before, but surprisingly, it's entertaining. Jungle Cruise is a fun-filled adventure that, despite its limitations, admirably captures the spirit of vintage adventure films and offers a satisfying experience for those seeking a wild journey. Number 2. The Yin Yang Master. It is a fantasy action film directed by Lee Warren. The story is set in a universe in which humans and demons cohabit. The film tells the story of Master Kinming, a talented yin-yang master, responsible for guarding against forces of darkness in the realm of humans. But as a series of puzzling things happen, Kinming works alongside his trainee, Boya, to figure out what's going on and stop a disaster from occurring. The film's lavish setting perfectly portrays its unimaginable mystical universe. The action scenes are masterfully created and aesthetically engrossing, thanks to the way they combine magic and fighting techniques. The two leads have a strong chemistry that deepens their mentor-apprentice interaction. But in spite of its spectacular presentation at times, the plot is messy and unclear, with some of the storylines left unfinished. Additionally, the tempo is off, which puts some viewers' tolerance to the test. Overall, it's an excellent fantasy movie that, despite falling short of its category greats, managed to please viewers because of its captivating characters and elegant backdrop. Number 1. Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. It is an action-adventure fantasy film based on the popular video game series of the same name. I've only played the game a few times, but I really like the movie. It wasn't a perfect adaptation, but the risks that were taken to improvise the plot typically work. The main character of the story is a young prince named Dastan, who partners with an empress named Tamina to guard a time-controlling historic blade. The film's rich settings and outstanding action sequences succeed in portraying the magnificence and elegance of the game. The special effects are wonderfully done, especially in instances where the blade is used to manipulate time. But the film falls short in storytelling and relies mainly on action and appearance, plus the characters lack attractiveness, making it difficult to completely connect with their stories. While it may not be a groundbreaking game adaptation overall, fans of the video game series or those looking for a visually pleasing fantasy action-adventure film are going to like it. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.